The motto of our preseason has been to finish. Last year, I was looking at some stats today. We lost an average last year in the Peach Belt games by 3 points. So that's a field goal. So we just have to finish this year. We have to make free throws down the stretch. We don't need to turn the ball over a lot. We need to get big stops in the last 2 minutes of the game, things that we did not do last year. So really this year we're just focusing on working every single day to try to get better and trying to finish games where last year we kind of let some teams off the hook.
Last August, Mark Gainous took over the head coaching position. This year will be his first full year as the head coach. Being the head coach during the off-season, unlike last year, he signed his first recruits.
This year we had an off-season. I had an off-season to prepare to be the head coach. I think going from the assistant coach to the head coaching position is a major adjustment. And when I got the job in August of last year, I planned on being the assistant, but when Coach Sellers retired, I had to jump right into it. So this year we just prepared. I got a better idea of what we want to do offensively, what we want to do defensively. So I just feel, as a head coach, much more prepared to do the job than I did last year. Not saying I wasn't prepared, but I think experience is everything in coaching. So with our newcomers this year, Isaac Thomas is the one freshman that will be an impact freshman for us, and he'll be starting one of our forward positions. So we're very excited about him in our program. It's nice to get a good young forward. He works hard. He's very coachable. He's like a sponge. He soaks up what we're trying to tell him. So we have a couple newcomers, but he'll be the one guy that will be a starter. Also, Chaz Berry was in our program last year, but he was a redshirt. So he'll be a newcomer actually on the court, and he's about 6'3", 6'4". He shoots the ball really well, and we expect him to contribute. We also have Mark McCorkle, who at the start of the school year was just a student, and he came to our open tryout for Georgia College students. He made the team. He along with Brian Roberts both made the team, and he'll be in the rotation. He's one of our best shooters that we have. So that's something that we're going to continue to have moving forward. We've never had a tryout in the fall, and we got 2 guys from Georgia College. There's a lot of good players here at Georgia College that don't play on the basketball team. So maybe every year we'll have that, and maybe add 1 or 2 guys that can give us something a little bit different. So Mark will definitely be in the rotation, and Brian's done a pretty good job too as a point guard. So a lot of returners, but we also have a couple good freshmen. Trey Williams is a freshman from Woodward Academy, and he'll have a chance to play some in that at the forward position. He's got a couple good players ahead of him, but we expect him to contribute as well.
With the addition of new recruits, the team also has plenty of returning players.
Yeah, we didn't really lose a lot from last year's team. We lost a couple guys, but we have Terrell Harris, who led us in scoring, double digits. Ryan Blumenthal scored double digits. Dwight Anderson scored double digits. We have 3 double-digit scorers returning. Rio McMillan started almost every game last year. Evan Smith started almost every game last year. So there's 5 or 6 guys right there that have experience, not only college experience, but Peach Belt Conference experience. So we have more returners this year than we've had in a while.
Coaches from all 14 teams in the Peach Belt Conference voted in a preseason poll on how the teams will place this year. Coaches vote for a first place, a second place, and so on, with 14 points going to a first place vote, 13 points for a second place vote, to last place will receive 1 point. Georgia College got the most last place votes, predicting the man to finish last. Coach Gainous told us what he thought of the polls.
I've never been a big believer in the preseason. I don't think they're going to send the trophy to Pembroke. I think they were picked first. I don't think they receive a trophy before the season starts. So, the proof's in the pudding. Hey, we got to prove ourselves. So, at this point, I don't know who everybody else really signed. I don't really care. It maybe would be a little bit more extra motivation for our guys and for the coaching staff. But like I said, there's no preseason trophy. So maybe they think we're going to be at the bottom, but I don't think we're going to be at the bottom this year because we have a pretty good team this year. So we don't concern ourselves too much with the preseason stuff, but we have to do it.
Right.
To prevent finishing in last like the PBC predicts, the coach and the players plan to set goals for the season.
What we'll do is we'll set the game goals. For instance, one of my game goals will be 39% or less defensive field goal percentage. We'll set the game goals, the coaches will, but the players will set the season goals because it's their team. So they'll meet tonight, they'll set the season goals, but we'll set the individual, game goals. And we'll have charts in the locker room where we kind of keep up with that and make sure we're on pace to do that.
As the team goes, get this team back to the NCAA tournament. Of course, to make the NCAA tournament, you have to make the conference tournament first. So just have a 15, 20 game winning season and just get back to the conference tournament.
Coach Gainous talked about losing by an average of 3 points in each PBC game last season. We asked him if home court advantage could help take away the 3-point margin.
100%. I'm confident, and I did my thesis in college on home court advantage. My wife did her thesis on home court advantage. I think hers was women's basketball only. Mine was just in sports in general, and it's been proven. The fan base, the atmosphere has something to do with whether or not the home team will win or not. And I think the more people we have in the Centennial Center, the better our chances go up. Just fans. I think, I'm not sure the percentage, but I think the better support we get, the louder you are, cheering the guys at the free throw line. If it's quiet in there, it's almost like practice. If it's loud, you might miss both or miss 1 out of 2, and that could be the difference in the game. So home court advantage is huge in college athletics, high school athletics. If we have a significant home court advantage, I think those 1-2 point losses can turn into 1-2 point wins. So we love your support. Come on out and support us.
With home court advantage so crucial to the impact of a game, Coach Gainous talked about ways they plan to attract a bigger fan base.
Great crowds. We want to get the Centennial Center rocking. We want to have a great home court advantage, and we have an exciting team. And if you came to the Midnight Madness, the Bobcat Madness, I think is what we call it now. If you saw the dunk contest, Isaac Duncan won the dunk contest, and it was exciting. And that's what we want to do. We want to create an atmosphere that is fast-paced, energetic. We want the crowd involved because the crowd can help us win games. So we want to pack the Centennial this year.
Mark Gainous is excited for his team this year and is looking forward to a great season.
We're just looking forward to the season, looking forward to having another chance. Like I said, we weren't that concerned with the preseason rankings. Everything's in front of us. I think chemistry goes a long way, and I think we'll have even better chemistry this year because we have more returning players, and the newcomers have fit in very nicely with the returning guys. And so if we just play hard, play together, work hard every day, I think we'll have a successful season.